Hey guys, look who we got. NERDSoul. Late LK at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people? Today, coming with another one for our episode of, that's right, movie reviews. But we have a very special guest to my right. That's right, Solar Greye, and just reminding you guys, we are teaming up today with Fathom Events, and we're teaming up with Slice of Sci-Fi. That's right, check them out anytime you want to get your sci-fi on. Written word, podcast, video, they got those dope breakdowns for you. So
that's who paid for us to go to the movies today.
So today, we are getting into the 40th anniversary.
Oh man.
Star Trek, the motion picture.
I feel so old.
Star Trek, The Last Jedi. No,
Technically, this was Star Trek: A New Hope.
Yeah, this was the new.
It was, 40th anniversary came out in 1979. Starring the original cast.
Yeah, everybody showed up, everybody came through, everybody came back. Mm-hmm. So, since it's 40th anniversary, we're just hanging out, chilling. We're going to talk about the things that stood out to us.
Yeah, now
after so far removed. Because the last time I saw it, I was maybe in my teens.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't watched it since my 20s.
Okay.
I have not watched,
it's been a while.
Yeah. Since I could.
First thing that stood out to me was how long they spent on the fly around shot on the Enterprise.
That was an interesting moment.
I was like, that's a long shot.
However,
and then I was like, even like logistically, I'm like, why do they fly this way to come back around? And like, you could have just flew. Oh,
what? Yeah, it was like, why did you cut over there? No, I'm with you on that. The logistics shot. But then I had to think back.
Okay.
See, one of the things, and this is the internets right now, so I'm gonna start sounding like a crotchety old DeForest Kelley, but who was on his crotchety was turned up on this. In this one,
Bones was like.
But what I will say is, this is the internet.
True.
And a lot of internet reviewers, especially the ones that I love, I would drop names and all that stuff, but we're on your channel right now.
We ain't got time for it.
So,
no.
But the thing is, we always measure stuff from decades before the internet by internet standards.
True.
By today's special effects, by today's morality, by today's sexual politics.
Yeah.
And it's like
you can't really do that.
No. That's
you can't.
Who was a better general, Norman Schwarzkopf or Napoleon?
Yeah.
You
can't really do that kind of thing.
And I bring that up because one of the first notes I made, and we're gonna talk about this on Dark Side of the Room, letting you know that right now, was that long shot was really important because that was the very first time since 1965 that Paramount had really made an expensive model of the Enterprise.
So they was like, we're going to get our money out of this.
It was, where'd the money go? Money went here.
Money went right
here. And here.
She was clean, though. She was clean. She had a fresh wax.
Well, you notice that in the very opening shot with the Klingon ships.
Yeah.
And they went close. And this was, I am old and crotchety. Which means I prefer practical effects over CGI.
Okay.
Especially when it comes to hardware. When it comes to things like ships and weapons and things like that. So looking at the model work on the Klingon ships, because they were the same. I'm not gonna say what class ships they were, because y'all ain't gonna get me on that this time.
Nah, we ain't doing that.
Not that I don't know, but y'all ain't gonna get me on that. But it was the same class of Klingon ship that was from the original show. And in the original show, it looked cheesy. It was 1965,
Yeah.
So with this one, they're like, oh no, we gonna open up and we gonna go close.
Yeah, we gonna go
You're
real
gonna
close.
see all these nooks and crannies and
you're gonna see the outline too.
You're gonna see the outline, but you shouldn't be looking for the outline. You should be looking at this model. Look at this model.
Yeah.
Forget the compositing
Model
on the
was on
background.
point.
But just look at the model. Look at the
Model was on
look at the model. Look at the model. Pay no attention to the hand puppet back here. Look at the model. That's why that shot was there. It was like we spent $3,000 on this thing. You're gonna see every inch of it.
Yeah.
You know?
And this will be my last comment on second to last comment on the effects.
Lie like a rug.
The random spacewalkers.
I'm not gonna lie. Looking at the dudes in the spaceships or in the spacesuits, I was like, really?
Why is he just? Is anybody gonna go and get him?
And he was always floating until the Enterprise actually took off. Then he landed and he was like, bye. And I'm like, what was he there for? You know what he was? He was like Flavor Flav in space.
Oh yeah.
He was just a hype man. Just a hype man floating through space. Like, hey, look, we're looking at this whole thing. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, because at the space station there was a random floating guy
just screaming, nice.
And there was a floating. So this mad floating guys. All right. Yeah. Last one, and then we're gonna talk about real stuff.
Please don't.
The electricity. Okay. The electricity.
Look, all right. You can laugh all you want. There was only one way to get electricity like that in 1979. I know it was dope. And that was rotoscoping, bro. Somebody sat down with a paintbrush on frame and frame and frame. So cut them some slack.
Yeah, they did their thing. But that's my last. Now I want to get into...
It didn't hold up that well. It didn't hold up that well to look at.
No.
But
I would ask you which movie you think holds up better, but we ain't gonna get into that. That's a fight for another day. Because you know what fight? Because they were talking. I'm gonna get into the writing and the creating of it. Mm-hmm. But in the creating of it, they were talking about
just ask the question.
Star Trek came out. I mean, they were like Star Wars came out, and blah blah blah. We gotta make this. So when you just effects, and I'm not talking about the special editions. No. Just effects. Which movie do you think holds up better under effects?
That's a hard one. So what I will say,
because you know where I'm going with this.
Trek.
Okay.
Had better establishing shots.
Okay.
Wars had better action shots.
Okay.
So that makes them even for me.
I'm
chafing on this fence, y'all.
I think Star Wars had better models, or at least the way they positioned their models.
You're dead to me.
At least the way they positioned their models didn't look as modelly, if that makes sense. But then you're also talking about the beginning of Lucasfilm and all kinds of craziness. Yeah. Look, we ain't gonna get there. Back to Star Trek. Okay. I was pleasantly surprised at the amount of different outfits they had. I was like, you know what?
Kirk was changing clothes all the time. All the time.
Kirk changed clothes more than
every 3
Beyonce
hours
or something.
Every 3 hours.
Dude had some new gear on.
Because when Spock got there, he was wearing one thing.
Yep.
Then Spock fixed the
When he arrived, he was wearing something different too.
Yeah, and then he's like, and as science officer got here, and I'm like, you changed into a white shirt? He has it totally up and running in 3 hours. I'm like,
oh man. Everybody had the flyest gear. There was a football player uniform outfit of Star Trek.
Yeah.
Like a Federation football uniform, which I thought was kind of weird. But
yeah, that was like the guard. That was the Starfleet. The Latino guy. That was Perez.
And they had a little, they had some diversity in the background. You know what I'm saying? Some of the but you had Nichelle Nichols up front.
A lot of diversity.
You had Nichelle Nichols up front doing her thing. You had Chekhov in the house. You had
DeForest,
Sulu
Kelley,
in the house.
You definitely had George Takei.
Yeah. So you had those folks up in there.
Yeah.
So they did exist. They were there. And it was good to have the crew back. What do you think? Because I didn't remember this.
Good because the whole first hour was Kirk getting the band back together.
Yo, the first hour, and I know this is a different way to shoot films now, but I feel like we could have cut about 15 minutes from that first hour
at least. That is the new. That is all right. See,
that's kind of like the new feelings, I guess.
Sort of.
Because I was watching this like, yo,
It's what a lot of people call the Star Wars effect.
Oh.
Okay. Star Wars is science fantasy. Mm-hmm. So it's get in, tell your fairy tale, fight the dragon, get out.
Yeah.
Star Trek is science fiction.
Okay.
So it's longer. It's more in depth. You don't get exposition. They show everything. It's all show, no tell.
And sometimes showing everything is just, you're just going to be there.
You know, because
you're going to be there for a while.
If they had done this under the Star Wars, get in, get out, let's hurry up and get to the action thing like the new Trek does, how could you have explained Spock coming back halfway through the movie?
Well, no, the Spock part, I was fine with that. Just about 15 minutes. Just about 15 minutes of the
establishing shot of the models.
All the models. And then one part that I would have kept, though, is Kirk. I don't remember Kirk being this mean and brazen. Dude came back. I don't remember him being like this in this movie. Like, Kirk came back like, this my ship, get out. And like, that was basically his whole attitude. His whole attitude was like, this my ship, get out.
In the original show, they found a planet full of hippies. One hippie kissed one of the girls on his crew and he punched the hippie and made him cry, man.
Yeah, but Kirk
has always been gangsta.
But he wasn't doing it to his own, like, I mean.
Yeah, he was.
He kind of came through in the auspices of like, oh, I'm just chilling, psych, I'm taking your ship.
He killed a god because one of the women on his ship preferred Apollo to him. So he killed Apollo.
True that.
I mean, Kirk has been a menace since 1965. It's just Shatner has been so cool about it.
Yeah.
We kind of go,
I guess
we're rooting for the villain.
Yeah, because I did not remember him being like this. Oh. I was like, I thought he was much nicer in this film.
He was to his friends.
Bones had to come through and calm him down a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Because
even when I need
Decker
you,
was like,
I need you.
Yeah, when old boy was like, belay that order, he was like, in my quarters now.
He's like, you were questioning my orders? Yeah, because you don't know how the new
phasers work. Yeah, because you don't know what you're doing. You
I will say this. At the midpoint of Act 2, where he was like, Decker, you. And Decker's like, as executive officer, my job is to present other options.
Yep.
You are absolutely right. God, I'm being a jerk. I gotta say, since I haven't watched this since my 20s, looking at it now as a grown man, with a job, with a business, I'm kind of Team Decker on this.
Yeah, I think Decker definitely was kind of minding his business, not hurting anybody, and this wrecking ball comes through and takes his stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what?
And not just that, the wrecking ball came through as like, I'm going to do this. It's like, bro.
Yeah.
I've done a whole lot of upgrades to this.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't have rotary phones here anymore.
I love how Spock came in. He was like, "Oh, I got this real quick."
I love how the whole ship stopped as soon as Spock came on. Because they're like, "Oh, it's Spock. No, you good?"
Yeah. Matter of fact, they didn't even do that. They didn't even do that to Kirk.
No, they didn't.
Like Spock came through, everybody was like, oh, "Spock, yo, what up?" Spock was like, "I got things to do."
And Spock is like, "Can I do this?" He's like, "Yeah."
He's like, "Yeah, man."
You want the job of science officer, you know? And Spock is like, and Decker was like, "You ain't got to sell Spock to me." I know Spock. He cool. You want to be first officer? You're more qualified than everybody here.
Yeah, it's like it's all on you. But we got to get to the root issue. You know what I'm saying? You got V'ger. Mm-hmm. V'ger's out there causing problems. People don't know what's going on. Mm-hmm. And for all of the setup that we got, V'ger was kind of dispatched pretty fast, like in the very final moments. Now, of course, I know we spent like 2 hours going to the cloud, getting inside. Like from the cloud to the middle of V'ger was like 2 hours.
When you say dispatched, what do you mean?
Meaning like all right, he's not a threat no more. He's merged with Decker and his girlfriend, and they went off to Lytic Bliss.
So what you're saying is, as soon as he won, he stopped screwing around? I mean, essentially, V'ger was like, "Give me all the money. I'm here to meet my father." "Son, here's all the money. Thank you." And then he left.
Oh, right. Thank you very much.
That's what it was.
Well, all right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
That's all you had to say. Why couldn't you do this earlier? Because you were talking on a rotary phone.
Because it's like they got there, they were like, "Oh, V'ger, Voyager. Oh, it was just a satellite. It's all good. We know what's going on. Here you go." And it was just like, of all of the older Treks, or at least how I remember the Treks, is very anticlimactic. At least for me, it was.
Yeah, again,
at least when I was younger, I remember these being higher in stakes. And maybe I was younger and
you were younger and you didn't you're not seeing what the stakes were.
Yeah.
Because again,
they were gonna
with
he
the
was
Star
going to
Wars
disintegrate all the carbon people. So yeah.
Yeah, all the carbon-based life forms on Earth.
So
that's not just
everybody.
People.
He was going
that's
to do
every animal.
more than Thanos.
That's every insect. Okay, that's anything that isn't glass or sand.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah.
And leave all of our stuff. I mean, those were the stakes.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it didn't come with an explosion.
There were explosions.
There were explosions.
There were
Actually, no, there weren't. There was a lot of disintegration. But there wasn't one.
There was. They blew up that asteroid.
Oh, yeah.
When they were like,
because Kirk screwed up.
Kirk screwed that all up.
And you know, that's what I want to talk about.
Right.
That first hour showing that as much as we loved Kirk from the original series,
Kirk has lost a step.
A step?
Okay.
A step?
Steps.
He almost got them killed 4 times learning how to drive the damn ship again. He was like when your granddad tries to get in your Tesla. You know?
I know how to drive. I've been driving before you was born, boy.
Exactly.
What's going on here?
Exactly.
What's going on here?
The engines are off balance and we caused a wormhole, Captain.
Like,
because I told you we needed to run a few simulations.
Yeah.
Your engineer told you had to run a few simulations. Your science officer said you had to run. And you're like, no. It was Spaceballs.
Wow.
Forget all this preparing. Forget about this preparing. Ludicrous speed. Now.
Yo, they went to plaid, son. But yeah, I do like how it showed how much he had, how far he had come or forgotten, I guess, since he had been up on that.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Ilea.
Oh.
Is it Ilea?
Oh, yeah.
Because it wasn't Ilea, it was Ilea. She came through. She bald-headed and came through. She came through with all of her Dora Milaje glory, except that she was the vanilla latte Dora Milaje. But she had the short skirt though. She was showing the thighs.
She had an amazing face. She was a very beautiful actress.
But at the end, Nichelle Nichols was like, hold up. Let me come out through. She had the little cut, had the little open cut.
I was wondering if you were going to comment on that. Yeah.
Man, come on, man.
Yeah. No, I mean Star Trek.
Nichols, man.
Star Trek has never had a lack of attractive women.
No.
I mean, we were even commenting on the extras.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, look at Shorty in the back.
Yo, Shorty in the back. Shorty in the back. She just walked by Deckard, and I was just like,
hello.
Oh, he wanted to peep it real quick, but he was like, nah.
Hey, you know what? My celebrity crushes in Star Trek are pretty much the entire female cast of Discovery. So.
Yo, Discovery is on another level, son. And actually, I'm still holding on to this. Discovery has the best season finale this year.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was the last episode of the show. I'm like, if there is never another episode of Discovery from this point on, I'm good.
Discovery's on another level, yo.
I'm good.
They spending some money on that show. Straight up.
Yeah.
They spending some
a lot of money on cattle prods for them writers because the writers got it very tight. Very tight. But with the original motion picture, it was what science fiction is. A lot of people look at the Star Trek movies and they want Star Wars, but they don't know that they're walking into 2001. I mean, it's very introspective. Like all of the shots, all those long shots of inside the V'ger ship before you get to the middle of it.
Like, can we?
That is to establish scope.
Yes.
Because
but I think they established that when it was flying over the first part. We don't need that much scope, man.
Yeah, we do. You know why? Because number one, let's face it, the Enterprise is too big to build on Earth.
Yeah.
You can't bring it in the atmosphere. It will literally cause environmental problems. Okay? And the Enterprise is flying inside V'ger, and it's that big.
Yeah, it's like this big.
And it was like, okay, look at the scale and scope. Okay, yeah, that makes it big. But this thing is so big that they're flying like that for hours.
Yeah.
And then it releases 5 lights. It's 5 lights over the planet. And
Yeah,
it's like, y'all got 20 minutes to
doesn't-
live because this thing that the Enterprise looked like a cockroach crawling over a freaking mansion floor
True.
just released something. What did it do? I don't know, but we can't win.
We got to figure out how to win.
Yeah. Every time
Oh,
they got
man.
they got the ship caught up in the tractor beam, Spock was like, "We can't beat this thing."
It was like, just let it happen, man.
Yeah,
we'll get inside and we'll
just-
talk to it
just
and
go
figure
with
out
it.
something.
Just go with it.
Speaking of writers, I did want to talk. Fathom Events, they give you like some like small short doc stuff before the film.
Yeah.
And to hear the back and forth of, I didn't know this much turmoil was behind this film. This is another one where I had to say I'm surprised it got made.
See,
When they were talking about like there's like 4 or 5 writers writing vastly different versions, and Gene Roddenberry won't feel it, and Rob Wise or whoever won't feel it.
And then the contracts of Nimoy and Shatner came in where they had to have final approval. I'm
yeah,
like,
it's like what?
but you know what? I'm not surprised for 2 reasons.
Okay.
One, this came out in '79, which means it went into production in '78.
Okay.
Right after Star Wars busted the block.
Yeah.
So it
Changed
was
the
gonna
game.
get made
Yeah.
because everybody
changed
was
the
trying to
game.
get in on that Star Wars train. So it was gonna get made.
Yeah.
Paramount was not gonna pull out, but it was one of those y'all can fight all you want.
But this is getting made somehow.
Yeah, I don't care who sit in the front seat, but y'all get in the car.
Because people will go to a movie to watch this.
And,
So we gonna make it.
And again,
Now we can make it with you.
on
You
like a
can make
$10
the
million
song,
budget.
or you can make the song.
Yeah. But you gonna make the song. And we gonna sell this. I don't care what we're selling. It's gonna have your name on it.
Yep.
It's gonna have Lil Jon back there going, yeah.
And
It's
that's
gonna
it.
have drums and people gonna buy it.
Yeah.
So you
then-
can get in the studio now, or I can
Or-
stand over you as you sleep with my handheld recorder.
Yeah. But
But
something's gonna happen.
This is getting made, you know. And why? They went in on a $10 million budget, walked out with a $52 million budget, or $52 million box office
Yeah.
in 70s money.
Yeah. Yeah, because they were.
That equates to about $500 million in
Yeah,
today's.
because they were talking. They said I think the final box office was like 400 and some change million.
No, it was only like 52, 53.
Really? At the final box office? Because I remember one of the ladies
Yeah.
said something about 400 and something million dollars.
In today's money.
Okay,
in
okay.
today's money.
In today,
But
so
the final
yeah,
thing was like 50 million. But
Ooh.
understand, in 1979,
that was not
going to
happening.
the movies only cost $1.
So that means everybody saw that. Yeah.
Okay, it was like $2, but still,
Yeah.
$2 a seat, and they walked out with 52 million. That's what we're today is $15 a seat.
Yeah.
Okay, so
has-
$2 a seat. $2, and they walked 50. There was no video, there was no DVD,
No.
there was no Laserdisc, no
Nope.
Amazon, no Netflix, no Hulu, no YouTube. We're talking asses in seats.
True.
All right.
True.
So yeah, Paramount knew.
Yeah, they knew what was up.
They knew.
They definitely knew what was up.
Because again, it's like, no, them kids are coming and dropping their $2. How do you know? I saw Star Wars
Yeah.
3 times,
Yeah.
and it was always sold out.
So guys,
You know?
that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Let us holler at
Look,
us. We're gonna holler at you
If you haven't
down
seen
in the
it,
comments.
yeah, if you haven't seen it, all right, if you haven't had the chance to watch Star Trek: The Motion Picture,
Yeah.
one, you got to put your big boy pants on. Go in ready to think and to watch.
True.
You're gonna go in and you're gonna watch a film. You ain't gonna peep a flick. You're gonna watch a film,
Yeah.
but you will be rewarded.
Yes.
Because honestly,
It's worth it.
Honestly, it is I'm gonna say it. It is my favorite of the original movies. I liked it better than I liked, or as of now,
Okay.
I like it better than The Wrath of Khan.
Wow. Well, guys, you
yeah.
have it right there. So,
So.
before we bounce, thanks to Fathom Events, Slice of Sci-Fi, Where can they find you?
Oh, well, they can find me over at BidP on YouTube.
Word up.
Twitch.tv/BID_P.
Word.
And of course at backinthedeck.com. But we got to give a serious shout out to Uncle Andre.
Yo, Uncle Andre's Barbecue.
In North Hollywood, California. On
Yo.
the corner of Colfax and Moore Park.
Son. Get
Yeah.
that tri-tip sandwich.
Yeah, we
Get them scrimps.
yeah. Matter of fact,
Because there was a bomb. Because
yeah,
my
we're-
joint mad
we're-
empty.
Yeah, we're a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
See,
it's-
he
you
ain't
get what
empty.
you
He
pay
got-
for.
he got a little
But,
bit rolled
that's-
up, but
that's what I'm talking about
Man,
right
this-
there. That,
it's a real sandwich.
and they got Lowry's on their fries. All right. So
Like,
yeah.
yo, stop
But yeah.
playing.
Yeah,
Stop playing.
seriously. So,
But
yeah,
check it
these
out.
guys out.
It's worth it. It's worth your time.
And the barbershop's across the street, so y'all ain't got no
You know,
excuse.
Catch a fade and you can catch some ribs. You know what
Uh-huh.
I'm saying? So for me, NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, iHeartRadio, podcast, all that jazz. Thank you for chilling out with us. Thank you for talking with us down in the comments about what is the best Star Trek film. And of course, from us to you, we're just saying peace.
Catch you guys later.